No, that's awful, I can't say that! I can't say that. If you leave that in, I'll be fuming.
When did you know you were gay? I knew I was gay when around the age of 12. I think that's the age when everyone kind of starts having their first real crushes on people, and mine just happened to be a girl. I was initially shocked by it, but it kind of made sense in my head because I never really saw any guys that way. So I kind of knew from young, and I always liked girls, yeah.
When did you know that you were bisexual? Okay, so it was around like New Year's Eve when I was about 15, 16. I just started to just natural occurrence. So you start to explore your sexuality a bit. I feel like when you're younger, some people might not be as open to it or not. And I had a couple of friends who identified as LGBT, and I had some good chats with them. And it kind of just evolved out of that really. But I kept it quite hidden for a while because I didn't have that many close friends. And then when I came to university, I was able to meet some fantastic people. And I'm from a small village, so a lot of people who don't necessarily perceive you as it might not be the norm. Whereas at university, a lot of people are more accepting. So yeah, I felt a lot more comfortable us being here, and I hope this can help people change as well.
How do you think the landscape for LGBT individuals in sport has evolved over the years? I think there's more people able to say that this is the sport I love, this is who I love, and both are a crucial part of me, and that's okay.
In one word, what does the Rainbow Laces campaign mean to you? I do relate the Rainbow campaign with allyship. I think it's a way to show the unity within each team coming together and standing against discrimination and showing their support towards the LGBT plus community in a unit sense. So I think it's a beautiful campaign and message to give across.
And what initiatives do you think are great at championing inclusivity and acceptance in sport for the LGBT plus community? The one I can think of mainly is the Rainbow Laces campaign, which the university gets involved in. I think it's such a subtle but nice way in championing inclusivity in sport, especially as all the teams I've met across my years here know, and they get involved in it as much as they can. And it's quite a cheap campaign to get involved in, but at the same time, I think it's a really cool day to get involved in and just highlight the importance of getting more LGBT people involved in sport.
What advice would you give to other LGBT students who want to get involved with sport and fitness? People are more accepting and supportive than you think they are, so go for it.
Are there any LGBT sporting icons that you look up to, and why? A sporting icon that I do look up to is Dennis Rodman. He is most well known for his time playing basketball for the Bulls in the 90s, and he was kind of known to be an outcast of the team. He kind of revolutionized at the time what it means to be an athlete and also be kind of more flamboyant. His sexuality was never really confirmed, but he did always express his fluidity through his fashion and never really saying I'm straight or I am gay. It was always an open expression, and at the time I think that kind of broke down a lot of barriers and stereotypes that there were within sport.
Can you share a memorable moment that highlights the importance of visibility and representation for the LGBT plus community in sports? I think the thing that springs to mind is when Nicola Adams won her second Olympic gold medal. For me, aged 15, seeing someone who's been very open about her sexuality having such success. She was world champion, double Olympic champion, Commonwealth champion at the time, was really inspiring, and it made me believe that sexuality is not a barrier to achieving greatness and success.
What positive changes do you hope to see in the future of LGBT plus community in the world of sport? I really hope that a lot of the international federations stop considering countries where it is illegal to be identifying as LGBT for major sporting events. I feel like as the world modernises, we are going to see a lot more athletes, particularly on the male side, hopefully, starting to be able to come out and a lot more acceptance. However, choosing some of the locations for sport does hold a barrier for some people like myself, and it will knock people's confidence to actually get involved in sport at the highest level, and it's something I really hope will change in the future.
I think in a more personal sense, I think an ally means to show your support towards LGBT people, especially the ones around you, standing up in the face of discrimination and maybe speaking up for those who can't really do it for themselves, and really showing your support in the areas that do matter and are needed within the community.
Do you think there is still work to be done in terms of breaking down barriers and promoting diversity within different sporting disciplines? Absolutely. I think there's always work that could be done. I think conversations need to happen and there not be such a stigma around having the conversations. The more we can discuss topics surrounding LGBTQ identities and topics is more beneficial, and it creates the inclusive environment that is needed for LGBTQ people to thrive. So I think just having these little conversations can really dispel any sort of questions surrounding the LGBT community and just create a more positive and constructive environment for everybody.